dudes, 2 dudes, 1 stew.
With Devin97.
Hey guys, welcome back to 2 Dudes, 1 Stew, episode 3, doing back-to-back episodes right now. Right now, I'm with Mr. Bruce. He is one of the members of the White Moms.
Yeah.
He is a producer, audio engineer, rapper. He can do it all. So, welcome, man.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
How you feeling?
Pretty good, dude. I'm all on my lonesome right now. The other moms are out of the state, but...
Yeah, man. I first saw you guys at the Lion's Lair,
Yeah.
and that was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Was it for supper?
I don't remember. It was like 4 or 5 months, maybe 6 months ago. Maybe it was a Sunday. Do you guys have like residency there, like Sunday nights?
Yeah, in 2025 we had Fridays.
Oh, okay, it was
the
Fridays.
last Friday, I want to say. But yeah, and then the year before that we had Sundays. So
Okay, yeah, super fun, super entertaining. All of you guys were kind of like, doing your own thing, rapping, just coming in and doing different styles, which was really cool.
yeah, thanks, dude. Yeah.
So when I saw you guys, really friendly too. So that helps for me to reach out.
Yeah, we're a bunch of goofballs, dude.
Yeah, I'm too, man.
We don't take it too seriously.
Yeah, there's a lot of artists who do for sure in this city, but
It's kind of corny, but I gotta respect it. You know, if you want to take things serious, that's fine. But I'm gonna make a balls joke. You know,
yeah, good old balls joke. It goes a long way. You brought in some stickers. You said you're dropping an album soon, or already dropped?
So that is the cover art from a previous album.
Okay.
It was our second project we did together ever, and it was the first one that made it onto
No, just
streaming
keep asking.
services. But we are working on an album right now. We went and started one last summer. We took like a week off and went up to this cabin in Guffey, which is like a town of like 100 people in the mountains.
In Colorado?
Yeah. And it's like not too far from like the Black Hawk area,
Okay.
I guess. But either way, it we holed up in there for like 10 days. And
10 days?
Yeah, I had the
Dang.
idea of like just creating an album that like felt more like a album, because all of our projects so far have been very mixtape. You know, these are the songs that we made in the last year. Let's put them all out together.
I do that for sure.
Yeah, and that's kind of the easy default, especially the way we make music, is just like have fun, see what happens.
Yeah.
So we locked in and tried to put in some more intention, like some more thought into, what it means to us and how it would operate as a whole unit, and not just individual tracks. So that was last summer, and now we're ideally going to have it out before this summer,
Okay.
if everything goes well.
What's the title?
The working title is This.
This.
Yeah, and then we're leaking info right now. I don't think anyone knows about that. But,
Okay.
Yeah.
We can cut it out, man.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's not.
We'll dub over and say that.
Yeah, we're working with some ideas right now.
Yeah.
It's a lot of thought going into it, trying to come up with media and string it together in a way that makes sense and
Yeah.
all that.
We have to. How many tracks, and do they sound the same since you kind of just were banging them out like all back to back?
Yeah, part of our idea going into the cabin was we did a bunch of vinyl, just crate digging, before we left, because that's mostly how we end up making a lot of our instrumentals, is sampling vinyls, putting it into like Machine or something,
Tight.
and just playing with the buttons and sampling that way. So we just kind of wanted it to be a little more cohesive with the sampling. So yeah, we pulled up like a huge stack with us of vinyls, and so there is a generalized like vibe sound that comes
Okay.
from that process. So yeah, it's got a kind of cohesive identity so far. We'll see. But we're looking at like 10-ish tracks.
Okay.
There's some on the
Wow.
chopping block, some that we're considering maybe revising and adding in, but about 10 is what we're looking at.
Yeah, it's hard to do. It's hard to get everything to kind of sound and roll into each other, and especially because people just there's a lot of like cross genre blending right now.
Yeah.
And people are like throwing rock song. Like ASAP just dropped his rock song off the first album. So it's like super random right now, but I definitely appreciate like an album that sounds the same for sure.
Yeah, that was one of our goals going into it too, was being a little less all over the place.
Yeah.
So I produce, but I co-produce with Mersh, one of the other white moms, and we come at it from very different angles. Like I grew up on like Logic, clicking and dragging.
Me too.
Yeah, a lot of digital technicality stuff, and he started with the vinyl samples, very much more '90s boom bap kind of is where he draws a lot of his influence. So a lot of our previous like tracks and albums will have like stuff from either one of us and then stuff that we've worked together on. So it's kind of all over the place as far as the style, I do like a lot of trap and kind of more neo soul sounding stuff, and he's very into boom bappy, kind of more classic hip hop sound. So ideally this new album will
Is that
be
the
a blend.
is that the Aussie? Or is that the...
He looks like he's Aussie. He sounds like he's from
not.
Maine.
Oh, I thought he was...
The Australia of the U.S. probably.
What, and he's just somewhere in Asia. Where's he at right now?
He was in Thailand. I actually don't know where he is right now. I haven't heard from him in a couple days.
Oh, for
which
some
think is
reason I
probably
swear
okay.
someone told me he's from Australia. He does give Australian vibes.
He could pass it. He could pass. He's definitely a wild water loving weirdo. So
Yeah,
and he's got a
surfer man.
Yeah, he's got a very surfer vibe. I
Yeah.
don't know that he actually has ever done too much surfing, but
He can pull it off.
yeah.
can do it.
I'm sure if he just stuck to that bit, he would
Yeah.
have no problem convincing people.
So a bunch of white moms in a cabin up in the mountains. Was it a good time?
Oh, it was great. It was definitely, I think, it was probably, we found, I think, the limit to our tolerance of each other.
In 10 days, yeah. I hear a lot of these artists doing like these camps up in the mountains or just in like foreign locations. Do you really think it helps your creativity? Are you actually excited to create? Is it worth doing, or would you rather just record at your house?
It's interesting because one of my big things as we were preparing for this idea, like this trip as an idea, was that I didn't want us to end up doing anything there that we could just be doing in Denver. As far as the workflow, kind of where we were pulling our ideas from.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so I think in the sense that having that separate space primed us for like just trying to attack songwriting and production in a completely different way. Because a lot of times when we get together in the studio, we're drinking, smoking, having fun, and kind of just going purely off vibes and seeing where it goes, and that's great, and it's how a lot of our music gets made. But going up there and kind of having nothing else to think about, no one had to be anywhere else. All the, significant others are on hold. They know what's going on. We've cleared our schedules. It gave us the time to be like, okay, let's not just do what we know how to do. We kind of did a bunch of different exercises as far as making songs and writing songs, seeing how we could change up, our process.
Yeah.
So,
wow. That's a very professional way of doing things.
thank you. I mean,
Yeah, I
it was
respect that a lot.
it was really just us wanting to make something that sounded different, or
Yeah.
get out of that comfort zone. So in that sense, the cabin itself was a nice place, like an echo chamber for that.
Yeah.
No distractions. That's all we were thinking about was how do we make music that isn't just the same kind of bullshit that we are pretty good at pumping out,
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
I was also going to say, also it was nice kind of being isolated. It was a very beautiful area. We did a little bit of hiking, ate some mushrooms, had a little bit of fun here and there to break up the monotony of just trying to grind the music. So I think that also helped. We couldn't just go out and end up staying out too late at the bar, or we couldn't get distracted by any of the normal shit that you run into when you're just trying to make stuff at home or in the home city. So that also helped, just having basically no choice but to enjoy being there and then also focusing.
Yeah, I feel like there's an aspect to it where you kind of spent the money to actually rent the place, so it's like you got to get your money's worth out of, you know.
And that's the big thing too, is that it's actually Cisco's mom's place.
Oh, okay.
So we didn't have to pay, which was fantastic.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
That's part of the reason that we did it.
Less pressure.
Yeah, and we still applied pressure because we only had so much time anyway. But it wasn't. It was less like let's get our money's worth, and more like let's make sure our time is being used properly. You know.
Yeah. So you got 10 songs done or
started.
Okay.
We actually didn't end up bringing up much of our recording equipment. It was all just synthesis. So we were, we just cracked out, like, trying different beats, making beats with ideas of songs kind of pre-made, or making, like, writing lyrics and then seeing how we could fit a beat to it, kind of experimenting with that process. But we didn't end up actually, like, doing much of recording at all up there.
Okay.
Just got all the ideas down. Yeah.
Nice.
Because we knew we could come back to Denver and just grind out the recording and the mixing and whatever else. Wanted to take advantage of that time and space just to get the gears turning, you know?
Yeah, I'm kind of getting to the point, like, I'm a writer, so I write everything. I listen to the beat. I listen to the same section of the beat forever.
Yeah.
It takes me a long time to write one song, but I'm getting to the point where, like, I want to do something different, and I have these lyrics in this notebook that from, like, 2019, maybe 2020, you're still over in Japan, but I have these lyrics, like, just a hook, like, 4 lines that I'm going to try and write a song to and go backwards from it.
Exactly.
I think it's different. I think it's going to be cool. Probably bring a different sound for sure.
Yeah, and I feel like our step-by-step process is like me and Mersh will start cooking up a beat from some dumb idea, like a sample or even like a tempo or something. And then Cisco, having very little to do with the production process, just kind of starts cranking out lyrical ideas, and then we kind of just take it from there. Once we make a beat and have like a direction lyrically to go, we just all sit there, let the beat play for fucking ever.
Do you think he has a good grasp on production, or do you think he...
Cisco?
Yeah.
He's been around it enough, and it's just never been, I think, his like focus. He's a theater kid. You know, he's very much about the stage.
I think it's important though. I was making a song last week with someone who knows pretty much nothing, Logan, about music or music production, but he was definitely giving me a new like outlook on where things, like how it should go. And it, it's like kind of reminds me of like, everyone brings him up, but like Rick Rubin, how he knows like pretty much nothing about music, but he'll walk into a studio and be like, take this out. And then it turns into like a sweet song,
and then it sells 50 million records. Yeah.
So like, I think it's actually like probably smart maybe to just like stay at a spot. I mean, you could dive into it if you wanted to, but I think it brings a different taste to it.
Yeah. The joke is that like we've been trying to foster him knowing as much as possible about the production stuff, but obviously like when it's me and Mersh just kind of working back and forth, we're like really nerding out and like getting really specific about shit.
Yeah.
So it's it's not necessarily time for class to try to catch Cisco up with us, but every once in a while we'll be like working on something and Cisco will come over and look at it and be like, have you tried compressing it? Is there an envelope on it? And we're like, good idea, buddy. There is a compressor already, but
go back to the corner, man.
Yeah, like good call. Thank you for that input. He also has
turn up the volume.
He has a good because he has a good ear. Like he knows what he likes to hear, and he knows like he has a great vision for songs. Doesn't quite have the grasp on the language around it, so he'll just he'll be like, that part that goes ha 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 ha. Can you make it sound a little bit more like morning dew when you're hungover? We're like, yes. And that's like a fun challenge. That's like a fun challenge, like kind of what you were saying, like where just an outside perspective changes the process a little bit.
And they definitely do. Someone like that definitely does explain with like making a lot of noises,
Yeah, it's a lot of gesturing.
Yeah,
metaphor.
Yeah.
That's how we communicate eventually with the song making.
Absolutely. How long have you guys been together as a group?
So we met all in college, and
what college?
down in Colorado Springs, Colorado College.
Okay.
Tiny little liberal arts school. And so we kind of disparately were working on music in like pairs, basically, with a couple of other homies that we had met, music homies that we had met at school. And Cisco had been accumulating a personal catalog of work already, and kind of like roped us into the momentum that he had. And so we graduated, or me and Cisco at least graduated 2017. So we had started kind of making music 16, 17, and then the White Moms like formally was formed shortly after that when we graduated and moved up to Denver, and Mersh was already up here. So
nice,
8-ish years.
Yeah, it's a while.
Yeah,
it's a while. Most people fall apart for sure.
We've definitely fallen apart in some ways, just physically.
Oh yeah. all of us are definitely. How'd you come up with the name? I love it.
We all have one.
What?
We all have one.
Okay.
We've all got white moms.
You have a white mom?
Yeah. Would you believe it?
I would not assume that. No.
I know. It's a,
that's cool though.
It's just it's a funny joke.
Type shit.
We have a nice spread of ethnic representation.
Okay.
We all have a white mom.
Wow.
So.
The common common denominator. Can't say it.
We're getting there.
Denominator.
Hey, boom. Nailed it. First try.
I haven't said that word in a while. Probably because I can't say it.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, it was mostly a gimmick. Yeah, it was mostly a gimmick to start. Because also we didn't think that it was going to like have a lasting presence necessarily. Like we weren't like, let's make this our lives. We were just like, this is fun, and we were having a good enough time that we should give ourselves a name. And it stuck, I guess.
Yeah, I mean the designs you guys got going are tight.
Try our best. This is mostly me too. Most of the graphic design as well.
Oh, you're doing it?
Yeah, not like that one. We commissioned that, but a lot of the merch and some of the album covers or like singles and stuff. Were just shit that I put together. So
tight.
Wear a lot of hats.
Yeah, I think we all have to. More and more as independent artists, you have to. Yeah. Were you guys going to school for music specifically? Do they have a music program down there?
They do. Funny enough, none of us were music. I took a couple of music courses, but I graduated in sociology. Mersh was environmental policy, and Cisco was theater.
Okay.
So none of us are using our degrees.
Honestly, man, I feel like it ruins it, like going to a music school sometimes. I've told this to a lot of people. I was in for production. When I got out of the Navy, I went for music production. And they were kind of just like changing everything I knew. Sure. And once you go to school for it, it starts to feel like a job. So it kind of took the fun out of it. And I mean, the best part's just like being in your room, like 10 at night, maybe a little faded, just fucking around.
True.
That's how I kept the spark for sure. So no, I got out of music production quick. I am graduating music business, which
nice.
It's cool. I mean,
that feels like an appropriate thing to go to school for.
Yeah. I've learned a lot. I've had a lot of like accounting classes and shit and other bullshit, but I knew it was going to be work, and like the business side of it is absolutely work. Oh yeah. Which most people don't want to do.
I sure don't.
Yeah. Yeah, no, not at all. And learning about the music business honestly kind of just sucks. Like the more I go to school for it, I'm like, damn, this is fucked. Like if you get offered a contract or something, like the first one's gonna be trash, unless you have like a ton of leverage and ton of leverage, but yeah, contracts are not chill usually. Not chill. Are you guys looking to get signed or anything like that?
I mean, I think if we were provided the right kind of opportunity, it would be on the table. Yeah. It's not really ever been that serious of a objective for us at all. We just take so much pride in keeping everything in house, and we do have another homie that's been helping us kind of do the business side of things.
Okay,
and not enough to like formally have like hired him really, but he's really invested in our success and always has like advice and helps us like with just distribution and like taxes and some connections and stuff. So in that sense, we kind of have like the very basics figured out as far as just keeping it going, you know, and we're like, that's good enough for us right now.
So you actually have like an LLC formed and all that, and
we're working on reincorporating. I don't know. See, this is where I start to lose touch with the details, but I think we were LLC or incorporated, and then we dissolved that for some reason or multiple reasons, and then are trying to maybe reincorporate.
I mean, it's like $45 a year. It's cheap. The only reason why I've been told to get it is like if you stage dive and you like knock some chick out in the front row and she could sue you and like
liability.
I'm trying to stage dive soon. Like it's on my bucket list. So
I feel that.
Yeah, or like you say you're doing an outdoor show, a speaker falls over from the wind and like knocks the fuck out of like some grandma in a wheelchair and she's out, you know.
Well, like grandma, if she's there at the show, I'm already giving a fair disclaimer that she might just be horrifically offended anyways, you know.
Who knows, man? There's some wild grandmas out there.
That's true. That's true.
They're built different these days.
I mean, I guess to be fair, our white moms are almost all of them are grandmas too. So
yeah, you might have to change the name to the white grandmas, man.
Dude, it might be. It might.
It's getting to the age.
Yeah, it's not. The joke doesn't land quite as well when we're in our 30s. Fuck. Damn it.
Yeah, getting older.
Don't like
me too, man.
Don't like saying it out loud.
Yeah, definitely. Worst. Yeah, I don't know, man. There's no labels in Denver really for hip hop. I mean, here and there, mostly electronic. Like I think trying to navigate hip hop. You guys are doing it really well, like with the Lions Layer thing and all these like local shows.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are definitely doing it well. It's just, I mean, it depends where you're trying to go, and just music business shit.
Yeah, the name of it is escaping me right now, but like coming out of quarantine as things were starting to lift, I was part of a free music program that was like mostly behind the scenes stuff, like business and like the surrounding kind of sectors of the music industry, and it was just like all online where like professionals from DU and like professors, professionals in the industry and like just other like students and whoever had insight on that were giving kind of like lectures or like quick little seminars on a regular basis. So I have had the privilege of like learning cost free about a lot of it, and I think just enough to like kind of know what to look for and know what we would stand to gain out of a lot of it and how we can kind of offset needing that versus just being able to do it ourselves, you know? So in that sense, I'd love if we had like a personal manager, like someone to be like, hey, you gotta wake up, dude.
That'd be cool.
Get to the place now, you piece of shit. Because it only works so well when it's your homie, you know?
That's true. Having like a third party that you can kind of just talk shit about and blame them for some stuff. Yeah, that's what I do with these guys all the time. Like they fuck up all the time. It's crazy. I was about to fire this guy yesterday. Well, he just lost all his money in poker. I was like, dude, I can't even have you around me anymore.
What?
It was his birthday too.
Ah, buddy. Yeah. Happy birthday, I guess.
Yeah.
You're fired.
Yeah, I was about to. It was this close. Yeah, man. There's a lot to it. The industry's changing. It's so stressful just to fucking think about. It's changing so much. Like, we definitely got to find different avenues and attack that.
Yeah, what's like your stance, or how do you position yourself among all of that in Denver right now?
Like maybe like what I'm trying to do, or
do you have like management? Do you like kind of take care of a lot of yourself? Or?
I don't. I mean, these guys help me out a lot. Our other buddy Logan helps me out a lot. Just kind of keeping things in line. I just had my first meeting actually last week in LA with an actual entertainment lawyer and manager.
Nice, yeah.
But it's like one of those things. It's like they're not gonna really. This guy could because he does some other things. Like he has his own label operations. But like even a manager, they're not gonna like significantly like change your career.
Yeah.
It's definitely something you should probably find someone who would be invested and build a relationship over time. Like what I'm learning is, I mean, and everybody knows this, it takes a ridiculous amount of time to develop and evolve as an artist and find your sound.
Sure, yeah.
But yeah, I guess sooner or later, definitely find someone who could be invested and ride it out with them, like you're like your buddy. That's probably like the best situation you could have.
Yeah.
Locally, maybe like establishing connections with a lawyer. There's a few entertainment attorneys in Denver that might be smart eventually.
Yeah.
But I mean, when it gets to that point, a lot of people are self-managing. I don't have anything against that, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's essentially what we've been doing.
Yeah, me too.
Like, and I think until there's a lot of moving parts. Like, obviously, we're as much local success that we've accomplished or achieved. It's not like we're raking in wads of cash or anything, and like juggling all these like really big offers and stuff, you know. So it doesn't feel super necessary to introduce a third party to like help manage that stuff right now, at least.
Yeah, a lot of people say, you know, a lot of professors or whatever, they're like, you'll have a manager come to you when it's time, which I don't really like that. I'm like, whatever. Yeah, I'd rather just like, find a relationship with someone else, you know. But for like from now or like recent like situations, my managers or like whoever's helping me out from this team, it's more like, hey, you bring in the bottle to the show? Like, that's pretty much what's going on.
Nice.
Yeah. Like, it's more of a run. Yeah.
I feel that. We actually, more recently, we got this, like, very casual sponsorship from a local tequila brand called Fuck Yes.
Very cool.
And we tried it at, I think it was at the Lions Lair. We tried it. We were like, oh, we've never seen this before. Gave it a little taste. It was great price point for the flavor, and we were like, oh, this is sick. And then we looked at it. It's like a brand new company. So we hit up this dude on Instagram, and we were like, yo, this is what we do. We just tried your liquor, really like it, saw that you were new, would be interested in talking to you about working together. And this dude just was like, yeah, come over to my house, man, and I'll just give you some tequila.
Nice.
So we met up with this dude, great dude named Chad, who
it's always Chad, man.
I know.
Always a Chad.
I mean, this guy, he's runs a mile a minute and is bigger than life, but he's awesome dude. And so now whenever we're pulling up to a show, we're like, hey buddy, like, mind if we like hit you up, get a bottle from you for the green room, and maybe like on stage, and we'll just, you know, shout you guys out and call it a night. And he's like, yeah, totally, whenever you want.
Yeah. I mean, that's genius. That's awesome. I want to try some of that tequila too. That's the other thing about like being an independent, and I think a lot of hip hop, like, a lot of rappers that come in with a lot of their own cash.
Yeah,
I say it's probably essential. It always has been. Those who aren't have blown up, like, good on them. A lot of them have gotten bad deals. I think a lot of rappers have. But like that kind of stuff, yeah, it's genius. Like I'm starting this company right now, mostly.
Yeah.
Like I was forever. I mean, I've always been kind of like entrepreneurial, and I was thinking about what I could do. And I had a bunch of guys like, "Oh, I'll start selling weed." I'm like, I don't really smoke that much weed. Like, it's cool, like, here and there. But I was just like thinking about a product like for so long that I could start to represent. And, like, coffee's definitely it for me. Because I drink so much, you know.
Yeah. Do you like have a hand in like the roasting and stuff, or
it's right now? It's just I have a roaster out in California I work with.
Nice.
Yeah, and they just ship it, and I just slap my label, and I try, like, I ordered a bunch of sample packs, and and like tried it out. Me and some of my other, like, I work in the Veteran Center at CU Denver right now, so we were all just trying it. Like doing some like some testing. So it was cool.
A little sample population for
yeah.
What works? That's crazy, because we have this homie named Dank Delish. He's a producer and performer. I think he's based out of New York right now. But he has like a roasting apparatus.
Oh, nice.
And he, makes small batch beans or roasts them.
Yeah.
And it's great because he, obviously as like music people, like you'll be grinding for so long. Like I think a lot of music people rely on caffeine in some way to kind of, keep your longevity in those moments.
Yeah.
And so he made a specific roast called Producer's Choice or something.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Where he was like, oh, this is what I want to be drinking when that's hour 4 of my mixing session,
Yeah.
Like it's the right blend and the right feeling.
That's a good idea. I think that could blow up for sure.
Yeah, and it's just, same kind of thing where it's like people who like drinking coffee are like, I like when my coffee tastes like this and feels like this for me. So kind of the same thing where like I'm sure the people that you were testing it on were like, this is what I want my coffee to feel like,
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you can kind of target that, and that's what he did with his, or like with himself really. But
yeah, I think it comes back to selling a product that you actually are passionate about.
Just gonna pop in a little lipper here, dude.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Never mind.
Oh, you go ahead if you want, man. Is that a Zen?
Yeah, it was. I just grabbed an empty tin.
Oh,
like an
that's
asshole.
Rough. Yeah, that's rough.
Amateur hour.
That's rough. What's up? Oh, you should try these pouches. These are loan pouches out of Austin, Texas.
Thank you.
Their company represents them. I mean, they do all the media. I mean, kind of ambassadors too, right?
Oh, you guys are getting hooked up by it?
We do a lot of product for
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Which ones are those?
Crisp.
Yeah, I like those.
Appreciate the assist there. Yeah, so on the note of saving projects, part of the interesting thing about being a trio is that obviously beyond like our stylistic differences and our different influences musically, just the way that we operate.
Yeah.
Just in a day-to-day basis and especially in a productive situation is very different. So Mersh is like a go kind of like very honed in on like efficiency and trying to like, tackle a bunch of things at once because his brain is just like firing off. Whereas Cisco is like a little more, he really relies on kind of like the feeling of things and like testing out ideas and like trying every possible, a much slower idea of how to be productive. So we'll be in the studio and Mersh will just be like, all right, you got it. That's it. All right, and he'll just like start deleting shit, that he thinks is unnecessary, which a lot of times it is.
Yeah.
But then, Cisco will come over and be like, oh, where did all of that stuff go that I was excited about at least listening to? Mersh will just be like, nope, it's gone. We didn't need it, deleted it. And so now that just happened for years. So the running joke now is that like, if we like it, Mersh is just going to delete it and we'll have to just, throw it out and start over.
Yeah, try something new. I'm kind of jealous of the group, man. It's cool. I really wish like I was doing a bunch of my creative stuff in a group, but I also, yeah, like when it comes to that kind of stuff, I would probably get sick of some people's shit.
It's an interesting. I mean, we've been doing it for long enough now that I think the friendship aspects of it have gotten stronger. Where like our like conflict resolution has gotten better, and just kind of tolerating each other has become easier because after a while, like there's like kind of the honeymoon phase of like, oh, we're like making music. This is fun. Like we started playing shows and we're starting to kind of get traction online and we're making connections locally. And then you realize that like you have to spend a ton of time with these dudes that are like definitely some of your best friends, but also like you run into those issues and you butt heads about stuff or, you don't see eye to eye on certain things and you got to kind of figure out how to maintain a friendship as well as like a somewhat professional relationship to the music process, at least as far as like holding each other accountable, meeting deadlines, trying to keep things timely, because like it is, I think, great. I definitely love working with those dudes, but
yeah,
there's like it's a double-edged sword,
for sure. What other artists in the Denver city do you like local artists? Have you ran into Who do you did like any genre?
Yeah, well, we've been blessed, to have made a lot of connections in our time in Denver. And I'm just could run down a list of homies that we fuck with. Is Kid Astronaut. John is a great guy. Kid Astronaut's a great kind of genre blending hip hop, R&B, acoustic, and go hard. Like, he's got a lot going on. Super cool dude. Fredo Smiles is another homie that kind of does genre blending, does more like bass and EDM with hip hop as well.
Cool.
One of our friends who actually she's not based in Denver anymore, but Caitlin Williams, we did a song with her, and she is like a pianist and pop singer, and just an incredible vocalist.
Where'd she go?
I want to say San Francisco. I think it was San Fran.
For music or for other stuff?
I think it was a combination of things, because she still comes back to Denver a good amount to play shows and hang out with the Denver homies.
Cool.
And like UMS, we played 2 years of UMS back to back a couple of years before it cut out, and got to, really brush shoulders with people like Root Beer Richie and the Reveille, which is, I don't know if you're familiar with them, but
I'm not, no.
They are fantastic. It's like, I forget what they call themselves, like swamp pop or something. It's like kind of like Louisiana, New Orleans, like big band vibe, where they got a bunch of horns and this really charismatic frontman vocalist named Root Beer Richie.
That's sick.
And it just got
Sounds
this awesome, like kind of retro feeling, like you kind of think people are going to be like doing the Charleston or something, but it just got this great energy, and they're like a huge Denver staple, and we've been able to make friends with a good number of those guys as well. So,
nice.
I mean, there's definitely a long list of homies that we've had the pleasure of working with and hanging out. More recently, Ego. I don't know if Ego and Friends.
No, I don't know these guys. I need to get out there more.
Yeah, he's making actually huge strides for the community. He runs this thing called Friendly Collective, which, is a studio and a media kind of conglomerate. So they do, I think they call it the sit down. It's like a live performance, like
nice
episodic or like thing that they do. And then he's also a really awesome kind of hip hop, pop, fusion artist as well. He just put out an album that was received really well. I think he made Westward.
Nice. See, well, there's a lot of cross-genre blending going on for sure.
Yeah, it's super cool. It's super cool. I think Denver is really great for that in that sense, because there's so many different people here with so many different vibes.
Yeah, and I've talked, like, I really want to get into, like, I want to have some electronic tracks for sure. I want to get into that, and people are like hating on it and shit, but I think it'd be sweet. It'd be really cool.
We've done a little bit of that, and I think beyond just the fun of like trying it out is that it just opens up your audience. Yeah. I have worked with a couple of homies that I have.
Especially in Denver, it's huge.
Yeah, exactly.
Bunch of looks,
it's like the EDM capital of the world, basically. And so like when
everyone's on shrooms all the time here. If you don't know,
shrooms, ketamine, all that shit. Where the wonky vibes are everywhere.
Yeah,
but
super outbacks whipping.
Yeah, exactly. With like 12s in the back, just rattling.
Yeah.
No, but the exposure to like just larger fan bases, and I think I'm not as much into bass and EDM as I used to be, or as other people are, but I feel like the general vibe is that a lot of them are really stoked on hip hop, like colliding with bass and EDM. Like, it just makes sense in a lot of ways. Yeah, and people like just vibe with it really easily. So if you get a chance, I would highly recommend it. I mean, I could maybe even put you in touch with a couple people, but it's a vibe for sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to include some of that, what is it? Mongolian throat singing.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, probably do some of that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I've been taking some vocal lessons.
Nice. Oh, you're doing it yourself?
And yeah, definitely.
Dude. Oh, hell yeah. Crack that out on a stage?
Yeah, that'd be cool, huh?
Panties, floor.
Yeah.
Immediately, dude.
Yeah.
Just.
All the time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, I think we're going to wrap up here soon. You got any advice? Anything you want to say to the people? Anything you want to end on?
We're working on this album.
Yeah,
it should ideally be out in the middle of 2026. So be on the lookout for that. We're trying to get a bunch of media and release like marketing rollout campaigns ready for it. So you'll probably see it if you're involved with the Denver scene. or online in general.
We'll share it for sure.
So definitely keep you linked up on that. But other than that, dude, just be safe out there. It's a crazy time.
Yeah. Oh, we're supposed to do that show too, Gringo the MC.
Yeah.
Hopefully it goes through. It's supposed to be March 7th.
Yeah.
Changing venues because your mom's house got shut down.
Yeah, ideally we can get that working.
Yeah.
Like I said, I haven't heard much about what's going to happen with that, but
Me neither. Have you heard Gringo at the MC? Have you checked
I
him out?
don't know. I think we may have looked up when we first got contacted. We looked up the entire lineup's music, but I don't know if I've spent much more time than that on it.
Yeah, he sounds pretty dope. I think he's Houston, so
I mean, yeah, and
that'd be cool.
we love a Houston rapper, so
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks for coming through, man. Thanks for the stickers.
of course, appreciate
Should
you
have brought
having
you
us.
stickers, but
Won't be the last time.
We'll stay in contact for sure.
Definitely, do appreciate it. Thank you
Yeah,
guys.
man.